Hi, everybody. Today we're going to meet with our wonderful yoga instructor, Tatjana. Hi, Tatjana. How are you?
Hey, Ayza. Hi, I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's kind of raining, but it feels really good inside. I
Yeah.
have a few questions for you because I know you have a lot of experience and I've seen some of your videos and it's awesome. But our viewers do not know you, and this is why we're going to have this interview. So please tell me, what is yoga?
Good question. Okay, so yoga, the very word yoga means union in Sanskrit. So it's about the union between the mind and the body. All too often nowadays we are disconnected from our bodies. We spend way too much time in the mind, worrying, thinking what to do next, and so on. We forget to smell the air, to smell the flowers, and see the colors around us as vividly as possible. All this happens when we spend too much time in the head. So the idea behind yoga is that connects the mind and the body and help us become whole and complete again.
Wow, I didn't even know that this is so much about the connection between mind and body. But I know there are several types of yoga. You said you're teaching Hatha yoga. So what is Hatha yoga and how is it different from all other forms of or styles of yoga?
Yeah. So Hatha yoga is basically the difference is that it's more static and the positions are done more slowly as opposed to Ashtanga yoga or Vinyasa yoga and so on. Hatha yoga means it's about the balance, the union between the male and female energy inside of us. So, for example, the female energy is this gentle energy we all have, men as well, but the male energy is about this go-getting attitude and so on. So, one of the most difficult things is to balance between these two energies. And this sometimes it takes a lifetime to learn how to do. And Hatha Yoga, this is what it aims to do, to balance out between these two energies.
Wow. Another new thing I have no idea about. Thank you for sharing. What about benefits of yoga? So you said about the connection, but why should people get involved in it? Like, what is like, for example, if someone thinks that they have already balanced the body and mind, like with whatever they're doing, would they still benefit from yoga?
Oh, definitely. There are so many benefits. It's amazing actually that one practice can give you so many benefits. So it's great for stress, anxiety, depression. It helps you sleep better. It helps with strength, stability, balance, physical and mental balance, with neck pain, with back pain, with the heart, the health of the heart. Yeah, there's like so many benefits. It's good for insomnia. It's good for it massages the most of the poses massage inner organs, so it's good for digestion and helping the organs work better. And yes, yeah, too
Wow,
many to count.
that's great. You know, I know a lot of people who are suffering from insomnia, so they're relying on medication or other substances, whatever they find working. And I have no idea, like, why would they not try yoga or some other healthy forms, of lifestyle, I guess, to help with insomnia. So that's amazing. But how long do you need to practice yoga before you can see or feel the results? Is there like
That's
a
the best.
time frame or?
Yeah, that's the best part. Like I mostly work with beginners and I love hearing them after the first class saying they already feel so amazing and so well that they slept like a baby and so on already after the first class. I think that's why people come back to yoga so soon and so fast because the benefits are instantaneous. Yeah. And
Yeah,
of
that's
course, the
great.
longer you do it, the better for you and the people around you and your relationships and your family and for everybody else because you're a more peaceful person. And yeah, the longer you do it, the more you do it, it just becomes more grounded in you.
Mhm. I know some people take yoga classes in person, but since we're in a pandemic, I know some people would like to do online classes. So, do you know, or can you tell me about benefits for online classes versus in person?
Yeah. Personally, I've been teaching online for the last year. So benefits I've noticed and my practitioners have told me about are first, it's more cozy and comfy. You get to be in your even pajamas if you want. It's very come as you are. It's really, really
It's
comfortable.
also
And then the second, there's no stress behind going through the traffic jam and looking for a parking space. And then, nowadays, wherever you go, there's some stress behind it. Here, you just like, you're 2 clicks away from a yoga class. And yes, it's also for busy moms and dads, it's way easier to separate an hour for themselves than if they had to spend time going and coming back. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
yeah, you didn't even mention that you can be anywhere, like outside the country or across the world, to participate in a yoga class. And personally, I've been teaching in person, and it took me a long time to commute to work, just for a few hours of work, and then you have to commute back. So if you live in a busy traffic city, like a big city like Chicago or LA, there's a lot of traffic, and just to get stuck in this traffic to attend maybe 45 to 50-minute yoga class, I feel like it's a lot easier, like you said, just one click away and that's it. Can you tell me if there are any restrictions anybody should not participate in that? Is it safe
So
for all?
yeah, it's safe for everybody as long as they follow, as long as they listen to their body and do as much as it feels comfortable. Some positions are not advisable for people with high blood pressure, with sciatica, and certain injuries. So that's one thing to look out for. But basically, as long as you do in accordance with your body and you don't push these limits, you're fine. You're good to go.
Okay,
And of
so
course, if somebody has a condition of some kinds, we always adapt to this condition. We make sure that
mhm.
we don't go.
And do
Yeah,
you ask whether or not they have any conditions that you should be aware, or they should just tell you right away to make
they
sure
should
that
have.
they're. Mhm.
Yeah, I asked them in the beginning, so we know what to work with.
Tatjana, you have so much experience. Can you tell me why did you decide to become a yoga instructor? Like, why not just stick with doing yoga for 9 years as you've been? Like, why did you decide out of nowhere to become a yoga instructor?
Well, I wanted to create a safe space for other people to grow. I am a teacher with 3 university degrees in English and humanistic sciences. So, what it means to be a good teacher was always this great question for me: how to help others grow and feel safe and feel at peace and good about themselves. So, yoga came as a natural way to do these things. Yeah, as a natural extension.
Can you tell me how long does it take to become a proper yoga instructor? Because I know some people have been practicing yoga for some time, maybe years, I'm not sure. And then they start teaching without a license or anything. So I know you are a licensed instructor, but how long does it take to become that proper instructor?
That's a good question. Schools can be short as 1 month of intensive work, 10 to 12 hours a day. But the work itself, the school is only a small part of the work itself. So it took me, I've been practicing yoga for 9 years, and I was practicing it for 6 years before I went to a school. So, and the work continued well after that. And I can still say I'm learning something new every day. So it depends on the person's commitment and depends how long and how much they've been in it. Yeah. Also, yeah, it really depends. School is a good foundation, but a small part of everything. It's a lifelong learning process.
Yeah, but you mentioned you've been practicing that for 9 years before you attended your classes for certification, right?
For 6 years before I attended, sorry.
Wow, so that tells me that you do have a lot of experience and the knowledge. And that's why I wanted you to ask you what makes you stand out among all other yoga instructors, and why would people would like to take or would need to take classes from you versus other people? Like, what are the benefits?
Mhm. Well, I was lucky enough to learn from really great teachers from all over the world. And I guess that's what I take with myself. All this knowledge that I've borrowed from different teachers all over the world, such as Germany, Latvia, Hungary, Nepal, India, and so on. I was lucky enough to travel a lot and learn a lot from different teachers. Also, I'm told that my approach is very gentle and soft, and yeah, usually students like my voice when I guide meditations and so on. I don't know, they keep coming back. So I'm doing something good.
That's great. No, just the fact that you said they keep coming back, that's already a great sign. Plus, I don't know many instructors, who've been traveling the world and studying yoga like from all over the world. That's like a huge bonus. I mean, seriously, I don't know many people who are like that. Like usually they get like local license and they go ahead. But you definitely have a lot to offer. So I really appreciate that. But how did you get into yoga? Like what made you interested in that? Like, how did you get introduced to yoga? Because you said you started a long time ago, like 9 years ago. So how did you end up doing that?
Yeah, well, good question. How did I always liked stretching. That was something about stretching. And then when I joined the first classes, I remember I could climb like 4 flights of stairs at once. I had so much energy after the classes. I remember thinking, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever done. Really, I remember this feeling. So that was a clear sign for me that. And then after a while, I joined the circus, pedagogical youth circus, because I was very interested in the body and movement,
Mhm.
and I loved what people were doing there. But it seems very dangerous, and injuries were so common. So I just decided to come back to something that is gentle and for everybody, intended for everybody. That is really good for our bodies in this way that we don't get hurt. So yoga became my place.
Yeah, I like how you added that they give you energy. Do you know how many people I know who suffer from loss of energy, including myself sometimes? I feel like so drained. So just the fact that you brought this up is like a huge key point and like why
Yeah,
we should also try doing yoga and maybe even stick to that, because the energy level is so important if you're trying to deal with everyday tasks, and including work and the family and the balancing everything out, you need that energy. So that's great. Was it
exactly. I want
hmm?
to say, like, really, it helps with lifting the energy and lifting the mood. Like, I know you come to yoga with one state of mind, and then you spend an hour doing it, and you leave it with a completely different state of mind. It's like all the chatter, mental chatter you had behind before, it's gone, it disappears. And the main goal for us teachers is to get the students to keep doing yoga even when they're not in the yoga class. So in the traffic, when they're stressed, when they're getting upset, to notice, to breathe through it, to notice, okay, how am I feeling? Where am I feeling it in the body? Breathing through it, like really being a better mother and a father, being better to our family, to our environment. This is all that yoga does. And like keeping doing yoga, it helps us become better people to everybody else around us. Mm.
Yeah, we need more people like that. You know that.
Mm.
I wanted to ask you, what was it like to travel around the world and study yoga, especially in India? I think that's where it came from, right?
Yeah, yeah. Amazing, really. I was very, very lucky, very blessed to witness all that. Really fascinating, honestly.
It's a
Mm.
great, that would be great to hear more about your journey, traveling and studying. That's amazing. And feel free to tell us more about the journey if you like.
About the journey, well, I
Like,
spent
how
some
did you
time
end
in.
up in India, like studying? It's just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It was hard work, a lot of hard work, like studying 10 to 12 hours every day. And the people I met there, the other yogis, really, yogi communities are fascinating, really so benevolent and kind and accepting, and open. Yes, I stayed in a Buddhist monastery where I learned about Buddhism. It was a silent meditation retreat. Again, just being with little Buddhist monks was bliss. Really, it was amazing learning meditation from them. Yeah, and yeah, very many beautiful experiences.
Nice. I feel already calm and energized just by talking and hearing about yoga, with you. It's nice. Yeah, but I think you got me. You know, I think I want to try yoga too. I've never tried. I mean, I tried it a few times. I didn't feel like it's working because I was working with other styles that I didn't feel like it fits me. But those key points that you brought up today, definitely are the selling point for me personally. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to sign up for your classes, and I hope everybody who is watching are ready to sign for your classes as well. And Tatjana, I would like to thank you so much for coming today and answering all those questions and answers, and thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure meeting you, and it's amazing to working with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.